Hey everyone, this is day 6. I think I missed day 5. Yesterday was a tough day just in terms of exhaustion. That's one of the biggest problems I've had thus far. Day 5, I just felt really full of energy. That day 5 was the day where I added more food, essentially, I guess if you call it that. Again, protein shakes, liquid mashed potatoes, liquid vegetable mash, and drinkable yogurts and all that stuff that I mentioned before, I believe. But day 5, uh, that was day 4, that they felt really good. I woke up and essentially I had a protein, the appropriate amount, which was essentially a fourth of a cup of a protein shake. Because again, I'm allowed pretty much a half a cup per meal 5 times a day. I had a fourth of a cup of a protein shake and a fourth of a cup of mashed potatoes. I woke up and had that for breakfast. And I think I had that twice. But yesterday, which was day 5, I woke up and I believe I had pudding and a protein shake. And then I just was, after I ate, I walked around a little bit. I just woke up feeling exhausted. Like I got hit by a truck, kind of an exhausted. I wasn't in pain from the surgery anywhere. I didn't have pain anywhere necessarily. I just felt so tired. It was out of control. I think I felt more energy when I woke up the day after surgery, which would have been a Wednesday for me. After getting out of surgery, I was just exhausted, but just so tired on day 5. Anyway, coincidence probably, but the only thing I could think of, it was just again, lack of calories. Maybe I overdid it on day 4 because I did walk quite a bit in the house. I just walked back and forth, and my phone says like, I don't know, 1.5 miles or something. I don't know how many steps, 3,000 some odd steps. So I walked quite a bit. But I was just so tired. Anyway, day 5 was a tough one in just terms of exhaustion. Day 6 is today. I've had essentially the protein shake for breakfast and mash and concoction my wife came up with, which was like mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, but mixed, blended, and pureed in a blender. And a Ninja had obviously the mashed potatoes that she followed the directions she used on the box, of course. But it was instead of water, it was beef broth or chicken. We didn't have any chicken because I used it all a while ago. But used beef broth, and I actually thought it was very tasty. But beef broth and the milk that you're supposed to put in there, and the mashed potatoes, I think that was it. But then she blended that along with chicken soup, a Progresso chicken soup that had the carrots and the noodles and the chicken, and blended it, until it was a mush, until it was liquid mashed potatoes, essentially. Consistency of pudding, call it, maybe more liquidy than pudding. But it gives me a little bit more protein and the vitamins and the nutrients and all this good stuff that's in the chicken soup, in addition to the carbs and stuff like that from the noodles and the mashed potatoes. And it tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty darn good. Add some salt, of course, to it, and it was pretty good. So, and she made me a humongous monster tub of it. So, think about, again, if I have a half a cup a day, a fourth of a cup of protein shake, and a fourth of a cup of this mashed potato medley, that's my half a cup. So that's what I've been doing. Drinking drinking the protein shake and eating, or spooning in the mashed potatoes. I don't know if I call it eating, because you're not really chewing. Kind of, how it is with anybody that knows baby food, mashed potatoes, whatever. It's the same thing. So anyway, that was pretty good. So that's what I've been eating, and maybe that's giving me more calories. And I've done that twice today for my 5 meals. This is meal number 2. I'll have another meal here. It's 1:15. I'll probably have another meal at about 2:30 or 3, and then 2 thereafter. Anyway, day 5 was tough. I was very tired. Day 6 today, 2 meals. I still felt tired after the first meal. I did a bit of walking around after, and then I'm like, man, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I got to go to. I'm gonna lay down. And when I was appropriate, because you're not supposed to lay down right after you eat something. You're supposed to remain, in my book, upright for at least an hour. So I set the timer and all that kind of stuff. And once the hour hit, I laid down and I was just like, I can't barely stay awake. And I tried to sleep. I didn't fall asleep as fast as I thought I would. And I kind of was just restless because I feel like I'm sleeping a lot and I need it, but I don't want to. And I want to just be able to just be more normal and go on a walk with my family or something like that. But maybe I'm just being too impatient and this is part of the process. My wife reads, of course. It doesn't say this anywhere in the books, but just, of course, to be expected, I suppose, that it just takes a lot out of you. This particular surgery takes a lot out of you. So I just guess I have to be more patient. But it bothers me that the books and the doctors don't say that you're going to be like more tired. Because I've had surgery before. I've had a knee scope, and this was a long time ago, but I didn't feel this tired. And I was in more pain for the surgery. So I figured, hey, I'm not taking any pain medication. So I can be back, not on a normal diet, but relatively normal in my movements after 3 to 7 days, because that's what the book says. Most people can return to work within 3 to 7 days. And I'm sorry, but in my opinion, that's a lie. That's a blank, like nobody's business lie. I don't understand how that's even possible. And I keep harping on this. I think that I did 2 days ago as well. But I would suggest you take it minimum of 14 days off, unless you have no other luxury, just to rest, because my body will not allow me to do anything. And I could be sedentary, but again, doing this is taking my breath away. And it's not that I can't breathe. It's just the constant talking. So if you're in a profession where you have to meet and talk, I don't know that you're going to be able to. I think that it's just worth taking time. And if you have more than 14 days off of your time off of work, could you take 17 days? Is it a week and a half? Could you take 3 weeks? 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks, just to be sure. You could, do what you feel. But I'm just telling you, for me, somebody that was very, very healthy, had no complications with the surgery, was not overweight, didn't do this for any other reasons other than just, reflux issues apparently, and all the things I mentioned in previous videos. I'm still having trouble. I'm still exhausted. Today's better than day 5. I'm on this day 6, but I'm still just tired. Again, me talking is that part of it, but I feel like I'm just tired. So yeah, but back to the diet. That's what I've been doing today. I'll probably mix in for a snack for the third meal. Maybe instead of the same mashed potato medley mixture, I'll do some ice cream or something, because at least sherbet, because at least I enjoy that. That's something I enjoy. So and it's different. I enjoy that mashed potato medley. Don't get me wrong, but I can only have that so many times a day. So the sherbet, ice cream. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, my wife and daughter were talking, and I paused. So I might have some like ice cream or sherbet or pudding or something like that, but again, it's just sugar, so it's not really giving me the long-lasting carbs and whatnot that I need, I guess. But anyway, that's one of my main concerns really now, is the exhaustion. But the gas bubbles that have felt trapped have gotten significantly better, but I still really can't burp. And my wife read somewhere something about do not burp. I don't know that I read that anywhere, but again, I've been on medication in the hospital, and I didn't go through this thick book they gave me and whatnot, aside from the diet book, to read that. But I can't really burp yet, and normally I have trouble burping anyway, and I almost like swallow air, and then I can kind of I used to be able to get it to come back up, but now I can't really do that, and I'm scared to do that. I don't want to do damage to something they just fixed and undo what was just done. So I'm going to call the nurse and just ask her about that at some point. But I'm assuming it's just part of the recovery process. And my understanding was the TIF was better for burping and vomiting and stuff like that in comparison to the Nissen and the Lynx, which is one of the reasons I wanted to do it. I didn't want to have trouble burping, so hopefully this isn't a problem. But again, it's only 6 days. I got to be patient. It's just hard. So I'm at 6 days in, and the diet is already hard. Everything you see on TV has food in it. TV show or a commercial, and maybe you should. I guess I could read more books, but anyway, just mindful that it's hard. But and being more positive and trying to focus on that kind of stuff. But it's tough. I'm not gonna lie in that regard, especially because for me, I did this largely because I don't want symptoms, but I also want to be able to have a normal diet. I want to go to a barbecue and not have to bring my own food. I want to be able to go to a Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner and not have to bring my own food. So I don't want to have a vegan hamburger patty or you name it, when people are having mashed potatoes and gravy and turkey and whatever other people eat on Christmas and or Thanksgiving or any of the other holidays you might celebrate in your family. And I could probably have some of that stuff, but other stuff like pies I'm not even a big pie person. But anyway, I just want to be able to resume normalcy, and I just am not normal, and that was the most frustrating part. I just can't eat what I want. So that's coming. I'm in 6 days in, do the math, and what am I, 34 more days, 35 more days before I could be at a normal diet. Maybe sooner if I can progress faster. We'll see. I'll ask the nurse again. But we'll see how it goes. So again, pain levels fine. I've not had pain medication. I mentioned that before. That's been my diet: pudding, ice cream, sherbet, a lot of protein shake, as much as I can tolerate, and following like I said, a half a cup, no more, and the mixture that I mentioned. That's largely it. And I'll try to find something else here soon, because I still have about 8 days of this current diet that I'm on before I can go to a soft foods, which will include like eggs and ground up turkey and fish and stuff like that, which I'll be really looking forward to. So 8 more days and I can do that diet. So but otherwise, pain's been fine. I still have the sites where they poked me with the scope, and those can be tender at points, and then also rolling over in bed is tricky sometimes, and I feel pain. But I'm sorry, I get distracted again. Diet. Obviously with the diet, as you could probably anticipate, for many of you maybe it's not a problem. For me, it's a huge problem. I'm already down. I think it's about 7 pounds. So I'm guessing maybe it's going to be a pound or 2 per day with the little amount of calories I was getting. I'm guessing, I might take in between 2,000 to 2,600 calories a day, give or take, depending on the day, depending on what I eat. That might be even too much. Maybe it's 24, maybe it's 22. I don't know. I didn't really keep too much track when I was eating. It just depends on what I was exercising and what I was, when I was doing my calorie counting and stuff like that. But your stomach can't handle that much food, so you just eat what they're telling you, even though I don't like it, unless they tell me I can increase my calories and my food, maybe another meal, or it's from a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm losing weight fast, and my muscle mass has gone down tremendously, and I can't believe how fast in 6 days. But when you don't get any food that you need to fuel your body just starts to eat away at itself. So not to discourage anyone out there that's going to go through this, but just you're gonna go through it, is my guess. If you don't, I wouldn't understand how. You're violating the diet or something like that. But I've lost a bit of weight, and for me that's quite a bit of my body mass is at 7 pounds already. So it's a struggle, but part of the process. So I'll do what I have to do. Let's see. I think my symptoms. I'm not sure if it's phlegm from the surgery. I mentioned that a couple days prior, I believe, or if it's a recurrence of my symptoms. I'm not sure. I've yet to call the nurse to just talk to her about it. I'm assuming they're going to say, give it some time. Wait and see. I meet with the doctor on August 3rd. Today's the 25th, 26th, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really look right now. But today's the 25th or 26th. I meet with the doctor on August 3rd, which is a Wednesday, the hiatal hernia doctor. So I'm assuming she'll just say, wait to meet with the hiatal hernia doctor and talk with him then. But right now I still have phlegm, but I get the water brash, the excessive saliva. Sometimes it's really watery, but other times it's almost, again, I think I mentioned before, foam and thick. So I don't know. I feel like I have to spit. Today's been very good. Yesterday was really bad. So we'll see. And the sour taste when I drink water. And that was, I love to just drink water. I drink a lot of water. And that symptom in terms of the sour taste in the water has been really, really bad. I'd go before the surgery and I'd have water before work. I have a huge water bottle and I drink a lot of water. And I'd fill up the water. I never even noticed it. It was just occasionally. Sometimes, maybe it was at night, or a certain thing happened or something like that, or maybe my hernia was popped up too much and I just took a drink of water. It was, just tastes like soap, like yuck, sour, you name it. I don't know exactly what it tastes like. It just doesn't taste good. It tastes disgusting. And we have very, very good water where I live, and we also have the filter. It's wonderful, the best water in the world, and just straight from the tap, and even through the filter for the fridge. And it's disgusting. Yeah. So today's better. So again, it's very similar to the symptoms I was having before, and I wanted that gone. So it's very frustrating so far to still have that symptom when I suppose that's supposed to be. I thought that was supposed to be gone, but maybe again I'm not completely healed yet. I'm fixed, but I'm not healed, and I got to wait till I heal. Is that, do I feel better at day 14, day 21, day 42, day 65, day 105? When does this go away? And again, I don't have acid reflux in the common sense. I don't have heartburn. I have a water rash. Again, I have the sour water taste. I get the throat burn, the eyes watering, which I still get also. When I lay down, my eyes start to water. Not a ton, but it's still noticeable. But I don't get the throat burn. But I'm not eating anything either. I'm only eating what you heard me say. So it's interesting and frustrating to deal with this and figure out what this issue is. Is it, again, remnants and after effects of the surgery, or is this continued issues with reflux? To be determined, I guess. So that's the frustrating part. But I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I'm eating slow and I'm following the diet book. But that's kind of, I think, the update for today on day 6. I might do a week 1 posting tomorrow on day 7, but I'm not sure because some of this is getting repetitive, I'm sure. And I don't expect everybody to watch every single one of these videos, but here's my account. And as I mentioned a couple times, and my account and my story of what's happened. And day by day has been different. And I haven't seen this. I've seen a week, a day 1 or a day 4, and then a week 1, a week 4, a week 2, maybe it's weekly. And I've done daily updates. So I'll see. I missed day 5 just because I didn't feel I was so exhausted yesterday. And I thought I'd be, again, more back to normal and I'd be able to just record a video. And the days prior, I felt tired too and I was able to. But anyway, we'll see how much I continue. But if I feel, bad, I might do it more. If I feel pretty good, you might just assume that I'm, continuing to increase forward, and I'll do more of a weekly update at that point. So we'll keep going as much as I choose to keep going forward. So there's the update for today. Talk to you guys later.